Hey there, I'm going to try and be really positive. Disclaimer, these are my thoughts and opinions, and I swear, now it is needed at the beginning, this one, these are my thoughts and opinions, alright? This is how I feel. Now, I'm not very well at the minute, I do apologise. I've got this fucking, I don't know what it is, it's like this thumping, you know, like when you get palpitations, but it's like there, and I'm struggling to catch my breath, and a friend on Facebook said that it was panic attacks, and I could see why. It came on last night and for 2 hours, but I was just like, literally, somebody was bombarding me with insults, and I'm like, mate, you know, like, it's, you know, like, and again, you know, there are how many billion people on the planet? It could be any one of them. Because it just keeps on going on at me and on at me and on at me about how all women are the same. And, you know, with insults, double standard whores, and, what was it, hypocritic, something, like, but it's always women are, right? And it's making me bad. In the end, I just had to say, please stop it. Please, can you stop it? Because it was, no, Gary, no. In stark contrast, made a new friend today. You know, like, his foreigner. Johnny, let's call him Johnny. Johnny Foreigner. Lovely, lovely man. Absolutely. And just said hello to me. I got chatting. And in stark contrast, he said, thanks, you are a good woman, a real one. That's rare. You see the two differences there. I've just had somebody who's literally for a whole week been women are this, women are that. You're like every other women. You witches, you're this, you're that, you're the other. McDowell! And then, poof, it all sends me somebody to just say something like that and go, come on, Kez, calm down. That's now, it was on Facebook. And the algorithms, mate, were just bombarding me with fucking, positive memes and stuff, like, hang in there, stay strong, you know what I mean, the days will get better and whatever. And I'm just sitting there, not coping at all. You know, it's not nice. You know, like, I've been single for 12 years. I don't do arguing. I don't get it. I don't understand the need to argue. And I don't understand throwing insults either. It's not who I am. And for somebody to throw insults at me, specifically saying that's who I am, oh, God. Anyway, get yourself to grip. Get yourself a grip, guys. Anyways, right. Deep breaths. Here we go. Let's get my giraffe on the scene, because it is bloody boiling today, and I'm so grateful for it, because obviously these are great. One beyond a pound. Right. Calm down. Right, yeah. So, I've met my first transgender woman, and this video could go one of two ways, because I was misgendering her to her face. She didn't give two shiny shades. Right, and we're mates on Facebook. On Facebook, she's under a male name, so he is under his male name. So I'm going to treat him, like I would treat drag queens who have been villainised. Right, let's do drag queens first. Saw the other day, and it's been everywhere. About don't ask yourself why kids need drag queen story time. Ask yourself why drag queens need to be in front of kids. Now that is not how it's going. They're paid. It's part of an agenda. They are paid by the government to go into schools and libraries. The government, as far as I know, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if drag queens go knocking on library doors and school doors going, please can I come in and read for your kids? Because I don't think for a shiny, shitty of second, sorry, brain, I don't think for a second that that's what happens. I think that they are sought out to play those roles. And we, like, have been, that person, they fucking love a drag queen. Absolutely, when they're done well. You know, some of them are shoddy. But genuinely, it is a fucking art form. And these people don't go around, like one of them, for example, landlord of a pub I used to go in. Don't go in there anymore, because gay people are more nasty nowadays. And last time I went in there, some dude fucking stole my vodka, and it was in front of him, like literally just took it across the table. I said, "That's mine, darling. I've literally just put that down." Turn around to say hello to somebody, turn around, and buff, it's transformed itself over the other side of the table. And his boyfriend threatened to smack me. He went fucking apeshit at me. Like that, I just went home. You know what I mean? Because I don't do arguing. No matter what. Doesn't matter how many times you argue at me that I do arguing. I'm not going to fucking argue back at you, because it's not who I am. Shut your face, Carrie Ann. Both. Onward. So yeah, I don't believe that drag queens are an evil entity, right? I don't believe that trans people are an evil entity, but there are evil people in the trans movement. Now, Saturday it was Pride, and Saturday night I went out, right? Didn't sit, and obviously I sat and had a conversation with the mate I went out with. Only had one other sit down proper conversation with somebody. I'd gone outside for a fact. Gone outside. If anyone's got any idea how you stop this fucker, it's a horrible feeling. I went and sat outside in the beer garden. And this person came round, and with selling the big issue. Went, and bless them. Went like short skirt, wearing a pride flag, as you do, carrying the folder with all the big issues. Oh, can I sell you a big issue? I said, "Oh, sorry, darling, I've left everything's inside my purse and everything." And anyway, we got chatting. I'm like, tap the chair. I'm like, "Come and sit down, pal." And in the end, I went in and got her, but I did buy a big issue for £5. The big issue was only £4, but I thought, well, you know what I mean? For just sitting there and talking to me, you deserve a fucking tip. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, tap the thing. I'm like, "Sit down, pal. Let's have a chat." I wanted to get to know. Now, when he said, they said at the beginning, "I'm a trans woman," he patted his little skirt, bless him. "I'm a trans woman," like this, like, "Look, I've got a skirt on." Do you know what I mean? That's what makes me a trans woman. And I'm like, all right, like, that's cool. And also, you know, like, please don't get offended by me misgendering him, because I've got him as a mate on Facebook now under his male name. I said, "What's your name, my darling?" And she said, "I call myself," and then the name. When I added him, it, on Facebook, not it, no, he weren't. It's a beautiful human being. We had a nice little chat. Yeah, so I got him on Facebook, added under his male name. It's not a dead name. He actively uses that name when he's not dressed up as a woman, right? Now, we talked for ages, and like I say, it's the only other conversation that I had while I was in there. I did speak to people, but the only actual sit down, converse, tell me about you conversation that I had. And I was sat on a table away from the finest looking man I've seen in fucking, oh, good God. Wow, what a guy. So handsome. I'm such a child. Like, young man. And it's harmless enough. Do you know what I mean? I'm constantly posting stuff about Jungkook on Facebook. Him did it when I was in love with this dude, because it's Jungkook. And so many army women are like, have husbands who are like, "Look, mate, it's just what she does." Do you know what I mean? It's just what she does. That's like her and her mates get together. And then the blokes join in as well, going like, "Mate, you know, like, I ain't that way, but, ooh, you know, it's harmless fucking fun." I'm never going to meet Jungkook in all of my fucking days, but he is going to cause me to wreck aisle 5 on a regular basis, because he's Jungkook. Anyways, sorry. Something else I've been accused of, being a slapper. Because all women are. Anyways, so like, yeah, I'm talking to this person, and I'm like, you know, like, I was like, do you get much hassle? And she was like, no, it's been all right at Pride. To be fair, sometimes people can be a bit mean. Not bitter in any way. Not like these, I don't know, how would they be described in the media? Lefties? Would they be called lefties? I don't do this left-right thing. I think right people are, correct me if I'm wrong, go to the comments please, because I'm fucking clueless. If I've got this right people are stayed and fixed, and this is how it should be done. My style is identical to done. And basically toe the line, be like this, and lefts are more sort of arty farty. Has this got anything to do with the sides of the brain? Again, please, just educate me in the comments. I'm going through a really fucking horrible time in a minute. Cheer me up. Tell me a joke in the comments. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You know. Anyway, so we had a really, really nice chat. Then, because I was like feeding her my vodka. I'm like, do you like vodka, darling? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, here you go. And then like, she seemed a bit, right word for it, pleasant word for it, naive, I would say, childlike, somebody childlike about her. Came out in 2020, apparently. That's all right. I didn't get to speak to her much. I'm going to message her on Facebook because I think somebody might have been nasty at her, because she followed me inside. She said, like, oh, I would like some more of that vodka. And so, like, she followed me inside, so I went and gave her some. And then she sort of sat down next to me on a table. Next thing I know, some bloke, and I'm just going to describe him as some bloke, because what he did to me later on in the night, mate, you would want to slap him for. Yeah, went over, I think, and was talking to her, and I didn't see her again after that. So whether he was telling her to fuck off, I don't know. So I'm going to have to ask her, because I ain't talking to him again, tell you. You know, trying to minute me. But yeah, I needed to know how she got home safe and all this, that and the other. But yeah, we got on quite well. Mates on Facebook, got a selfie together. I have no disrespect. And we talked about my views on transgender. And she was agreeing with me that men, biological men, and I was saying, literally, if you decided you wanted to get get into a fight with me now, you could kill me with your bare fucking hands. 6 foot odd, like literally. Couldn't, mate. I'm mad, and she's got testicles. You know what I mean? You can still be brought down, you bastard. No, anyways, and she's counter argument was like, well, yeah, but if you're on puberty blockers, I'm not low. That doesn't change the structure of your muscles, the structure of your bones, and how hard you can punch. Pointed out that UFC woman who broke that woman's face, actually broke her face. And it's been done quite a bit and whatever. And I pointed out Leah Thomas, who has the right, just for calling herself a woman. No, that's a bloke. I'm sorry, William Thomas. I do apologise. Dude's a fucking bloke who's shit at fucking swimming and had to hijack the woman's and get his knob out in the fucking thing, and has gone online on multiple occasions proving that it's a kink and a fetish, not a gender identity that he is suffering with. Not suffering, he's having a whale of a time, mate. Literally all the ones in prison, you know, that are raping the female fucking inmates. All those ones having a whale of a time, mate. Anyways, so at one point I asked this person, right, okay, so I know your gender identity now. What's your sexuality? I want to know what your sexuality is. I'm a lesbian. Now, I don't want to say straight man wearing a dress, but this male lesbian thing is one of the most nuts fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. You are a transvestite. Now, the word transvestite, as I've said in previous videos, has ceased to exist. Nobody is a transvestite anymore. You're a trans woman. You go home and you wash the cheese off from under your foreskin like every other fucking man. Do you know what I mean? You shave your chin like me. To be fair. No, I don't shave my chin, but I do wax it because I'm a middle-aged woman and this is what we do. Sorry, girls. Yeah, it does get a bit messy in menopause. But yeah, it's like literally, as I'm having a conversation with this person, it is quite clear that this person doesn't live their life as a woman. It's not like, right, this is who I identify for. If you're a trans lesbian, how do you scissor? Doesn't your penis get in the way? Doesn't it hurt your testicles? Because to be a lesbian, I might be wrong. I'm only bisexual. I don't know. Actually, no, apparently I'm pansexual. This is the thing, you know what I mean? If it had been good looking, I wouldn't have, you know, like I might have copped off with him. You don't know, you know what I mean? But it weren't. I'm so sorry. It's not my type. He wasn't my type. But I'm in a group on Facebook called bisexual means regardless of gender. No, it doesn't. Pansexual means regardless of gender. Does it not? And bi. Just look at the word bi. It means two. The world's gone mad. I gave this I gave this chap so much props on Saturday night. I gave him a great big kiss when I came away. I gave him a great big hug, her. And apologised for multiple times misgendering. Couldn't give a shit. He couldn't give a shit that I'd misgendered him. Because I hadn't. Surely. He was just wearing women's clothing. But he had a penis. And if I said like, oh yeah, if he were cracking looking and I'd have gone home with him, what would I have had sex with? Do you know what I mean? You've got to look at the nitty-gritty. It's not just what you identify as, the words you use, how you feel. If you're a lesbian, that means two women, right? Rug munching. Where's the rug I'm meant to munch? What? Do you know what I mean? If you're a lesbian, you're in a relationship with another lesbian. And that other lesbian is a lesbian because she likes fannies and tits and gets on better with women. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can't say, oh no, well, that's what I want to be now. So you, lesbian person that I've just hooked up with, I've got a, they call a machinist, don't they? It's like, but that's not being gay. That's not being a lesbian. Sucking dick is not being a lesbian. Sorry, I know I sound fucking offensive. But if you went and asked that man, because I should imagine he'd be dressed like a man now, and I'm like with drag queens, as I've said before, it was my stepdad. He's been dead a few years now, so I could say it. My stepdad was a transvestite. Absolutely felt sick at the thought of gay people. Couldn't stand it. Like, literally couldn't comprehend it at all. He's like, ugh, fucking gays. Ugh, dirty business. Up the bum, dirty business. But he had a female alter ego, and she had a name, and we, you know, like, it's like, right, okay, well, you know, like, refer to him as her with that, and then when it's him, it's like, refer to him as him. That doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does. It's just called transgender female. He wasn't a transgender female. He wasn't a fucking lesbian. He was a straight man who liked dressing up as a fucking woman. Where has that gone? Why can't we have that? It makes no fucking sense to me. You know, like, if we're meant to be inclusive and understanding, why have we all completely and utterly wiped transvestites off the map to bring in transgender? And everybody has to be transgender. Why can't you just be a gender bender? There used to be the term bender, meaning gender bender. It's like, right, you know what I mean? No, now everybody's got to be one or the other. And it's because they've told us that's the way it's got to be, because they're sending drag queens into schools. They are. It's an agenda. And, you know, like, I've full respect for, and I did say this to her on Saturday night: you do you, sugar tits, you do you. And literally, I've got a mate, hopefully for life, that I can learn from. And, you know, like I say, I apologise profusely for repeatedly misgendering, and I called myself up on it, because it's difficult when you sat there and you're talking to a man to call him, and like I say, he was like, oh, I'm a transgender woman, and just patted his skirt like, look, I'm a woman. You can see I've got a skirt on. Everything has gone mad at the minute. Everything has just gone fucking mental. Having said that, it was lovely to see everybody on Saturday. I couldn't go to Pride this year because there were people that I love that are there that I just couldn't bear seeing. So I couldn't go, and I got it because the weather was beautiful. Everybody was in the pub on Saturday night was saying like how beautiful it was, how perfect it was, and it's like, fuck it, fuck my life at the minute. Like, literally, just something good's gonna happen. I know that something good's gonna happen, but either I'm gonna drop dead. It's either wheeling down to the end, or it's one of those everything's crashing, mega tower moments where everything's being wiped out so that new can be built that's positive. Who knows? Watch this space. Sorry for rambling on a fucking well again. I do apologise. And, like, literally, if you are transgender, fight. If you are a man who thinks that you're a lesbian because you wear a dress, fight for your right to be allowed to be a transvestite. Whoa, we've got a song coming on. And again, if anybody can tell me how to get rid of this thumping feeling. I don't know whether it's my solar plexus or something. I've been like meditating with some citrine on it. I was off for a little bit and then it comes back thumping. All my tarot readings are like, somebody's doing some fucking magic work on you. And I'm like, right, okay, just wipe myself, I could take myself away from the world, go inside my own head, and the universe will have my back, and it will. And so it's like, I am rubber and you are glue. Words bounce off for me and then they stick onto you. Did you just call me a doo-doo pie? That's okay, I know you are, but what am I? Is that right? Becky, you're awesome. Yeah, so it's like the universe, I think that I am under, well, I know that I'm under attack because somebody's fucking attacking me. Kind of a giveaway, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think that he's the only person wishing bad on me at the minute, because I did upset somebody Friday night. Not the lovely transvestite, transgender woman. No, somebody else. So yeah. If you got any prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Yeah, I'll be back with this. Oh God, it's horrible. Thank you for being with me. If you stay till the end, what do I, yeah, owe you a bevy. If you are a returning subscriber, please send me your deets. I'll send you a badge. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, and please consider liking and sharing any of my videos at all. There are, what, 600 of them or something like that. I've been doing this 15 years. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I love you all. Bye.